between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
2nd and 9 now. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they go in this direction at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. They forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Justin Jefferson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up for the 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simple and merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up on the right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might come out and counter too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Falcons on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4th. There's Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 11. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now you've got 3rd and goal coming up, but can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at Jerry saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
On the ground, they want more than that 3. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. But with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
this is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one's kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trap 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 10 yards out.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for two is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brad, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. It's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much important defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. It's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it inside the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup. They're going to lead it with a 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? They'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get up. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Texans will add to their 4th quarter lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. You know, I was going to ask if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that is instead a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The slot man in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.